Norfolk Island, a tiny dot in the vast Pacific Ocean. Its beauty is breathtaking. Lush green hills roll down to meet crystal clear waters. The air is clean and sweet. A peaceful tranquility hangs over the island. But this serene facade hides a dark secret. A brutal crime shattered the island's peace forever. It transformed Norfolk Island from a paradise into a place of haunting mystery. The year was 2002. Janelle Patton, a young woman full of life, was found brutally murdered. Her death sent shockwaves through the small, tight-knit community. The islanders, known for their warmth and hospitality, were left grappling with fear and suspicion. The tranquility of their island home was irrevocably broken. The search for answers would unearth long-buried secrets. It would expose the dark undercurrents of a community grappling with a monstrous crime. This is the unsolved mystery of Norfolk Island. Janelle Patton was a bright, adventurous young woman. At 29, she was eager to embrace life's possibilities. Originally from Sydney, Australia, Janelle yearned for a change of pace. She craved the peace and tranquility that only a place like Norfolk Island could offer. It promised a fresh start, a chance to reinvent herself. Janelle had always been drawn to the island's unique charm. Its remote location, its friendly community, and its slow pace of life appealed to her adventurous spirit. In March 2002, Janelle took the plunge. She packed her bags, said goodbye to her family and friends, and boarded a plane to Norfolk Island. She was filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation, ready to embrace the unknown. Little did she know that her new beginning would be tragically cut short. She found work at the local hotel, where her friendly demeanor made her a favorite among both colleagues and guests. Life on Norfolk Island seemed idyllic, and Janelle appeared to have found the peace and happiness she had been searching for. Easter Sunday, 2002. The air was thick with the scent of blooming hibiscus. The sound of church bells echoed across the island. It was a day for celebration, for family and faith, but for Norfolk Island, this Easter Sunday would be etched in memory for all the wrong reasons. A day that began with joy and hope would end in horror and disbelief. It was around midday when a group of picnickers stumbled upon a scene that would send chills down their spines. There, lying by the side of a quiet road, was the lifeless body of Janelle Patton. Her clothes were torn, her body battered and bruised. It was a sight that spoke of a brutal and senseless act of violence. News of the discovery spread through the island like wildfire. Panic and disbelief gripped the community. The realization that a murderer walked among them sent shockwaves through the island. The question that echoed through the hearts of every islander was, who could have committed such a heinous crime and why? The murder of Janelle Patton sent the small community of Norfolk Island into a tailspin. Fear and suspicion became unwelcome guests in their homes. The islanders, once known for their open hearts and trusting nature, now eyed each other with suspicion. Whispers of the crime followed them like shadows. The brutal nature of the crime was unfathomable. Violence on this scale was unheard of on their peaceful island. The act seemed personal, fueled by a rage that chilled the islanders to the bone. The serenity of their home, their sense of security, had been stolen. Rumors about the murder spread like wildfire. Theories, both plausible and outlandish, circulated through the island's grapevine. Everyone became an amateur detective, piecing together fragments of information, desperate for answers. The murder of Janelle Patton had cast a long, dark shadow over Norfolk Island, leaving the community grappling with an unsettling truth. Evil had found its way to their paradise. The news of Janelle Patton's murder sent shockwaves through law enforcement agencies far beyond Norfolk Island. The Australian Federal Police dispatched a team of seasoned investigators to the island. They were tasked with unraveling the truth behind this heinous crime and bringing the perpetrator to justice. The investigation began immediately. The crime scene, a nondescript stretch of road near a popular picnic spot, was meticulously combed for clues. Forensic experts collected evidence, hoping for any trace of the killer. Every piece of information, no matter how small, was treated with utmost importance. Norfolk Island, despite its small size, presented unique challenges. Its remote location, limited resources, and tight-knit community added layers of complexity to the investigation. The islanders, still reeling from the shock of the murder, were both eager to help and wary of outsiders. The investigators knew that the key to solving Janelle's murder lay somewhere within the heart of the community. The early days of the investigation were fraught with dead ends. The tight-lipped nature of the island community made it difficult for investigators to gather substantial leads. Rumors and speculation were abundant, but concrete evidence remained elusive. Forensic analysis of the crime scene provided some clues. Tire tracks, footprints, and DNA evidence pointed towards the involvement of more than one person in Janelle's murder. This discovery sent shockwaves through the community, deepening the mystery and raising the stakes of the investigation. As weeks turned into months, the pressure mounted on the investigators. The media attention surrounding the case was relentless, and the families of both Janelle Patton and the prime suspect were thrust into the harsh glare of the public eye. Despite the challenges, the investigators persevered. They conducted countless interviews, meticulously piecing together a timeline of Janelle's final days. The investigation into Janelle Patton's murder cast a long shadow over Norfolk Island. With no obvious suspect and a community shrouded in secrecy, suspicion fell upon many. The idyllic image of the island and its people was replaced by an unsettling air of distrust. Every resident became a potential suspect in the eyes of the investigators. Their lives were scrutinized, their movements tracked, their alibis verified. The pressure of the investigation, the constant scrutiny, began to take its toll on the community. Relationships were strained, friendships tested, and the once strong sense of community began to fray at the edges. The islanders, once eager to assist the investigation, became increasingly guarded. They were torn between their desire for justice for Janelle and the fear of implicating themselves or their loved ones. The murder of Janelle Patton had exposed a darker side to Paradise. Years passed, but the murder of Janelle Patton remained unsolved. The lack of closure gnawed at the conscience of the island community. The initial shock and fear had given way to a deep-seated frustration and a yearning for justice. The wound left by Janelle's death, still fresh in their minds, refused to heal. The initial flurry of activity surrounding the investigation had died down. The team of investigators, once a constant presence on the island, had dwindled. The case, though never officially closed, had become cold. Despite the lack of a conviction, the investigation had irrevocably changed the social fabric of Norfolk Island. The suspicion, the fear, the whispers, they lingered like a persistent fog, obscuring the once clear sense of community. The islanders, forever marked by the tragedy, continued to grapple with the unanswered questions that haunted their collective memory. The case remains a chilling testament to the fact that some crimes, despite our best efforts, may forever remain shrouded in mystery. Janelle Patton's life, full of promise and adventure, was tragically cut short. She came to Norfolk Island seeking peace and a fresh start, only to find something far more sinister. Her murder remains a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most idyllic settings. The unsolved case continues to haunt the island community and all those who were touched by Janelle's story. The lack of answers, the absence of justice, leaves a void that time has been unable to fill. The memory of Janelle, however, lives on. Her story serves as a reminder of the importance of community, of looking after one another, and of cherishing the preciousness of life. While the shadow of Janelle's murder still hangs over Norfolk Island, there is hope that one day the truth will come to light. The unsolved murder of Janelle Patton continues to echo through the years. It serves as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of life and the enduring power of mystery. The case, though officially cold, remains alive in the hearts and minds of those who seek answers. The impact of Janelle's death goes beyond the immediate tragedy. It has forced a global spotlight onto the often overlooked issue of violence against women, particularly in isolated communities. It has sparked conversations about safety, justice, and the importance of protecting the vulnerable. The case has also highlighted the challenges faced by law enforcement in solving complex crimes. Though the years may pass, the hope for answers never fades. Until then, her story serves as a poignant reminder of the enduring human need for justice and closure.